Only rich people
can own house. Once you can dream it, you can live it. But it doesn't come easy.
Spencer is your last name?
I was wondering,
Because I'm like, yo,
Yeah, it's
is it
Spencer.
Spencer or Spencer?
It's Spencer.
You sure?
I just confirmed.
What's my last name?
Andre Josephs.
That's crazy. Like I look like a Joseph? No. Joseph sound like a...
Don't worry about it.
Do you often feel like certain moves in life are just too big for you? Maybe feeling like you're just deserving of mediocre or less, while others are deserving of the bigger things in life. Maybe feeling undeserved, unworthy, or even incapable of achieving greatness. You have dreams, aspirations, goals, but often feel dejected, demotivated even, because you simply feel that you just don't have enough when it comes to making your dreams come true. Do you feel trapped, strong-armed, strangled by your current situation or your perceived socio-economic situation that may pervade the day? You want to get free, you want to make that move, you want to be great, but you just feel like it's improbable, maybe even impossible for you. If you're feeling any of those things, this episode, the C21 Jamaica podcast, is just for you. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome my special guest, Mr. Nicola Spencer.
Thank you for having me.
Who is here to share some inspiration, to drop some motivation for all of us that have that thing inside us that we call doubt. So Nicola, firstly, do you dream?
Big dreams.
Big dreams?
Yes.
Should I dream?
Everyone should dream.
Tell me why.
Because you have to have somewhere to start from, and dreams are normally a place to start. All dreams can become reality depending on how serious you are.
All right, I like that answer. And the reason why I ask, because you know, a lot of times there's one dream that a lot of us have, which is that of
owning a home, real estate.
Real estate. And sometimes because of the situation that we're in, we feel that our situation is just too humble of a situation. And we feel like because of the humility of a situation, so to speak, it almost makes it improbable. So I'm glad I have you here. But the question that I want to ask you first is, have you ever faced any challenges in real estate?
Yes. The challenge I faced was to actually navigate through people's personality, the client's personality, because everyone has different personalities and you have to find that sweet spot to make your clients happy. Some people want to be totally formal, some want to be informal, but at the same time, you don't know how to actually to find out if this person is someone you can. Let me put it this way: what is joke to me is death to another person.
Facts.
Right. So you have to know how to deal with each personality, that nobody feels offended and no one feels that you're not important. So if it's a landscaper, you should treat him, with as much respect as you treat the real estate guru that is a billionaire. And you have to know how to deal. So dealing with people from different status quo was my actual challenge. So in the interim, when I just started real estate.
So the different strokes for different folks.
Right. So you have to know how to make everyone feel appreciated and know how to get to communicate with everyone based on the level they're at.
All right. So you have interacted with all these persons.
Yes.
And several people through your real estate journey.
Correct.
And you said that is a struggle that you have faced. How it is that you have navigated through that struggle in terms of dealing with the different personalities so that you can be all things to all people, so to speak?
Well, you have to be yourself first.
You have to be yourself.
Right. So you have to be yourself first, and then
Tell me more about being yourself. How do I be myself?
Well, real estate is a very professional industry.
Yeah.
So you know that you have to be conducting yourself professional at all and every time, from answering your phone to sending an email on time to doing the walkthroughs. You have to always maintain a professional outlook and be professional at all times. So I am free-spirited and I take real estate very seriously. Because real estate is not just like going down the road to buy a bread or to buy a car. Real estate is a long-term investment. So I actually am very true to my clients. Whatever questions, I try to remain very honest and non-biased, right? And treat each client as I would want them to treat me. That's what I do. To be myself, I treat every client. So I put myself oftentimes in the client's shoe, and I extend my service based on that.
Okay, so
what I don't want for me, I don't give it to another.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
So you approach it from an empathetic standpoint then. Put yourself in the person's shoe and then...
Right. What do I want? What would, if I were that client, what would I want? Right? Right. So I don't just sell a client because, oh, it's commission and all of that. But I try to tailor real estate to their needs. Because sometimes your clients come to you and they really don't even know what they want. They can only say to you, okay, this is my budget. But you ask certain questions, you get a feel. You have kids, you have family, you intend to have kids. So you get a feel of exactly. Because sometimes they're not thinking about that. They just know that they have $2 million and they are at the place where in life now where they want to invest in real estate.
Okay.
But there's so much more to that. You understand me? When buying a property, there's so much more to that. So yeah, I try to treat them, each client, the way I would want someone to treat me.
Okay.
Even sometimes asking questions that they would not normally ask themselves.
So the challenge that a lot of us face, right, is that there usually is a high price tag associated to real estate.
Right.
When we do the checks and balances, so to speak, a lot of us realize that we don't necessarily have the revenue that equates to that high price tag that is placed on the real estate. We have the humble beginnings, we have the humble situations, we have all of that. You coming up, was that something for you? Did you have those humble beginnings?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
man. My mother and father used to pay rent every month. And from that standpoint, I remember I was 13 years old and I said one day that the landlady, she came very early, like 6 o'clock. Whenever the rent was due, she was there at 6 o'clock. And
When
one
you say
day,
6, like
6 a.m.
We don't wake up yet?
We don't wake up yet.
So we should...
And I remember one morning, I said to myself, when I grow up, I'm not going to live like this. That was it. And it might seem overwhelming to own property, but with the right guidance, it's not as hard as it seems.
So, all right, so that's what it is. So, first of all, we can see where your goal or where your dream started. From that moment where you see what the landlady did to your people.
6 a.m. every morning.
Right? And then had a goal from that. You had some kind of aspiration of that.
Just to own my home, I didn't know that my life would take me into real estate. However, because that time when I was growing up, everybody did want them pick me for work a bank. So my father did want me to become a bank teller. When I ask him, I tell you. Yes, that's what he wanted me to become, a bank teller.
So with that being said then, there had to be some kind of mindset shift.
Dreams again. We'll come back to dreams.
Okay. So all right. So let me just go to the question. What's the mindset shift that helped you achieve your goals when it seemed like it was impossible?
My real estate move was impacted by my children. That's what impacted it. Yes. I actually entered the real estate industry in 2001, just working as a secretary at a development company that was selling homes. Now, a month before that, I lost my children's father. I have 3 children and their father was killed. So do or die. So I got the job as a secretary, not knowing what would happen, 30 years down the road. Real estate is my passion. It's something I really, really enjoy. I actually knew that I had to get income for my children. They need to be fed, they need to go to school, and I was now a single parent. But somewhere in there, I had a passion for real estate that I did not realize at the time until I started with the company I started with in 2001.
So the start with the company kind of opened up your eyes to that. This is the passion.
It actually ushered me into, because I remember the first time I went and I looked at the land, my director at the time, he was holding a site plan and he was like, oh, Nicola, over there is going to be this block of 4, and it was just vegetation and just land, right? And at the time I was in agreement with whatever he was saying to me, but I could not imagine it. I couldn't picture it. But being there and seeing the 526 homes built, that's kind of, it opened up something inside of me. It was like from nothing to this beautiful gated community. Wow. And that was really an experience.
So that kind of give you the idea that your dreams are that, things can happen.
Well, as I said before, I didn't dream of becoming anything in real estate. I had no interest in real estate. I just know that at 13, I saw my mother and father and what they were going through. And I was like, when I grow up, I'm not going to do this. Right. I'm definitely going to own a property. Circumstances directed my path into real estate. And I actually love real estate now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So in terms of advice, a person that has humble circumstances, what advice can you give to a person who have that to say, yo, real estate dream for you is possible?
Once you can dream it, you can live it. Okay. But it doesn't come easy. You have to put in the work. The hardest part of acquiring any real estate is a deposit. Okay. That's the hardest part. And finding the actual location that you desire. Because we all are different beings, so we have different likes. So finding that perfect spot of land or property that you would, invest in is one of the hardest things, in addition to the deposit. Now, I have assisted security officers and landscaper working minimum wage to own their homes. So with good guidance as well, because there's more than one way for you in anything you're doing in this life to get it done.
All right, so security officers?
Yes.
Landscapers?
Yes.
All right. Without necessarily divulging who the individual is or the individuals are, kind of give me a quick rundown of the landscaper story. Because landscaper, how much money landscaper? Is he one of them highfalutin landscapers that... What kind of landscaping in the by the way?
It does cut grass.
Cut grass?
Right.
So the walker and the
just the walker and whatever.
Right. So maybe and 5 grand. Maybe $5 for cut the grass, 3 grand. Hold on, before we get to that, how long ago was this, by the way?
This was about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Right.
So them time about 3 grand, 4 grand?
It wasn't a lot. His income wasn't a lot. But he was planning to buy a car because he wanted to carry the walker and carry the lawnmower in the car. And there was a low-income development happening in close proximity to him. So he expressed to me that he's going to buy an AD wagon. So I said to him, no, why would you want to buy an AD wagon? I said, take the money and deposit it on one of the units. And he was like, oh, I can't buy no house. No, I can't afford a house, and house is too much money. And I kept going at him for months until I got a phone call because he had just gotten married as well. And I was telling him, invest in the house, invest in it, right? The homes were being sold for 4.79 at the time, million. And I said to him, just invest and start paying NHT as a self-employed. And it's not hard. It's not that hard. For him, he thought it was very hard. Only rich people can buy a house, right? Anyway, I continued to encourage him over months. And then one day he called me.
Was this gentle encouragement?
No.
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to make him understand, listen man, when you have your home, and you have a land title, it's financial freedom to a point, if you know what you're doing. That's one of the hardest investments you can make. And once you get that out of the way, you're okay. He couldn't understand it at the time. Nonetheless, that house that he bought for 4.79 is now 15 million.
That's crazy.
It's now 15 million. And he's happy, And now he's asking, Nicola, I wish I had bought 2. So it's not as hard, it is not as hard as. And as time goes by, one of the things in the world is that real estate, it continuously appreciates.
Right.
So you will never make an investment on real estate and then lose. So he eventually bought the car after he got his keys. So
a landscaper, right, to a homeowner.
You can call him a yard man. I say landscaper.
Because
it's not a company.
We're pretty it up,
Right. So he's a yard man.
He's a cutter man.
Him cut the yard.
Him cut the grass and sweep it up. Nicola, with some proper guidance, with a little prodding, showed him that it was possible. And you guide him to the point of that dream becoming a reality.
And collecting his keys.
And bear in mind that what he says is a sentiment that a lot of us share.
Share, right.
Only rich people
can own house.
I like that story. I want to hear the other story. So before I get to the other story, how do you stay motivated when you are faced with setbacks or rejections?
That is setback and rejection. Personally?
Yeah, but all right. So for example, you maybe have the aspiration of owning real estate. There might be setbacks. Whether it is that maybe lost a job or you lose some of your revenue, you have to take a job with less pay. You might have sick relative, like different things can come up. What are some ways that you can find to still keep on the path, even if the dream, the ultimate realizing the dream might be delayed? What are some things that you can do to still keep on that path?
Well, I'm happy you said delayed because setback does not mean
Push,
it,
like,
it right.
does
It
not
will
mean
not
death.
happen.
Right.
Sometimes a setback is for a setup for greater. So you being set back in different circumstances is not the reason for you to give up. You have to be very persistent if it is that goal or that dream that you aspire to, to live or to become a reality. You have to be persistent. For me personally, I'm a go-getter. And sometimes if something should happen that will derail me, I still keep focused, because sometimes a setback is not necessarily a failure. A setback is for a setup to come better. Because sometimes the timing is not right. When the timing is right, I, from experience, know everything falls in place. Yes, man. When the timing is right, everything falls in place. The dots connect.
That's crazy that you just said that. First of all, when you said the setup, I remember a song and it said that a setback is just a minor setback for a major comeback.
You can look at it that way.
That's what you said.
Right.
And you echo the same sentiment.
Right.
But then you also mentioned a point that sometimes it's just not the time.
It's not the time.
But whenever the time is right, things will fall into place.
falls
So is it
into
that
place.
there's some level of faith that comes into play in this process for you?
Well, faith has to be a foundation for everything we do. Some of the things that we aspire to achieve it's far-fetched. Most of the times. I remember when I was going to buy my house, my father, he laughed so hard. He laughed when I said I was going to buy my house for the family.
What do you mean laugh so hard?
Like he laughed because we were living at a place and I traveled, and when I returned, my mother told me that we were faced with a notice, not because of non-payment of bills, but because of the lady wanted our property
to do other things.
To do other stuff. And we had a written agreement to say that I would be the person who would get the property to purchase in the event that she's gonna sell. And I remember sitting at the table. It was after 2 a.m. in the morning. My father and my mother. I'm grown with 3 kids, and I said to my mother and my father, I'm gonna buy a house. And my father laughed and said, look how long me I work and your mother, and we can buy a house. So how you think you're gonna buy a house? You think I saw a house buy? In 6 months, I got my deposit.
Pause right there. Your father said, look how long on?
He and mommy had been working and they couldn't own a home. That's what he said. And what I did, my 8 to 5, I took on another job from 6 to 10 and started saving money. And every time I saved, I gave my parents the money to save. And that was it. I owned a home.
So within 6 months?
I got my deposit. Yeah. I just took on a second job. So as I said to you, dreams become reality, but you have to put in the work. And sometimes you don't have to work hard. You can work smart. No, there's so many things people can do. You can do online jobs. You can do content creation. You can do anything. If you're a comedian, just go on TikTok and do your thing, or Instagram or whatever. There's so many more avenues now for you to generate residual income. You understand me? So it should be easier now, right? For you to own a home. While the prices of real estate skyrockets, there's always still going to be something out there that you can afford.
I really like this because, the sentiments that mommy and daddy share is a sentiment that majority will share, especially persons who come from these so-called areas are so-called humble beginnings. Right. I want to say so-called, because to me it's like a mind thing sometimes.
It is a mind thing.
Right, so persons who come from the so-called humble beginnings, who feel like we hit that ceiling there, like that ceiling there, it's almost sometimes from your born, you feel like this is it there.
You know what the truth is though? The truth is that it's culture. Right. That's why you have to find yourself at an early age too. Is better for you, because we have been taught there is a separation in life in terms of where you start is not where you're going to necessarily end up. You understand me? No. Because I used to live in Papine. I live uptown now. I know many other persons that come from areas that are considered informal settlement areas that become attorneys, doctors, not regular doctors, like specialized, doctors. So I believe it's a mindset. I believe that parents should actually encourage your children to be the best they can be, and don't put a limit on children. Don't put a limit on yourself. You understand? The sky is actually the limit. Find yourself early, and whatever your dreams are, you go after it.
I'm going to want to continue because I think you're touching on a point that I want to get at. So how did your humble beginning shape your approach to life and ultimately your approach to making your real estate investment or mints? Is it mints?
Mints, yeah, man, mints.
Right.
Yes.
So how did your humble beginning shape your approach to life and ultimately your real estate investments?
I think it's an individual thing where people make choices and decisions of where they want to go in life and what they want to achieve. You see people out there who are what we call special needs that have some jobs that people who are fully able don't have. And don't think they got there just by chance. You have to put in the work. You have to have what Jamaicans say, have ambition. You have to have ambition and want to achieve.
Stuff here that nowadays?
Yeah.
You know, really, no, one time that used to be a common saying. You used to hear that all the time. You realize, so we don't really...
You have to have ambition, man.
No, seriously, I think about it now. Like, we don't really... The viewers maybe can chime in. I don't hear that was a term that used to run the place.
Ambition. Yeah, man, you have to have ambition. As I said, there are people who are special needs that have jobs that people who are fully able don't have.
That's crazy.
So it all has to do with you as a person and exactly what you set out to achieve. If I plan to fly a plane in the next 2 years, I am going to fly the plane. I told my family I'm going to buy a 9-seat Cessna aircraft. They laugh. The only reason I won't buy that is if I change my dreams, right? But yeah, I want to fly and own my own Cessna 9-seater plane. Even at this age, it has not happened yet, but I still dream of doing it. So it all has to do with ambition.
I think that is an important part to it because I think the dream, based on everything that I hear you say right now, you keep referring back to the dream, and now you bring up the phrase of ambition. So it's almost like wherever we reach, whatever we achieve, the dream, the ambition is definitely that key
driving
underlying
force.
ingredient.
It's a driving
it come
force.
like salt in a food.
The driving force. I remember after you achieve, mankind is like this. So after you achieve one, even if you never have another dream, immediately after you achieve one,
because you have maxed out that dream.
It propel you to another one.
Right.
It propel you to another one. It's just about really, really finding where you are at peace with yourself, what you want to achieve, and going after what you want to achieve.
What's the most important lesson you have learned from your path to your real estate?
Stay humble and always remember where you're coming from. Don't forget the road you traveled, the bridges you cross, the fences you have to jump over to get to where you are. Don't forget it. Stay humble.
As you said, realize sometime we achieve some level of success, or we realize some of the dreams that we have had, and then we'll blurt out a statement to say, me do this, I do this by myself. And sometimes we'll forget that you never truly do it by yourself.
You never truly do it by yourself.
So I like the fact where you say, don't forget where you come from.
No.
Because there's that auntie one day where they give the lunch money then.
The neighbor, we used to give Sunday dinner. The neighbor, we used to give the books where for them children finish use, because their children were 1 or 2 ahead of you. And they use those books to go through school. Sometimes really forget our humble beginnings, or we forget that life is a journey that we all travel and we all come to the same destination. Now, what you do with the journey is what is very important, right? So that's what we need to do to stay humble. Just remain humble. I'm always jovial. I'm always thankful for life, but I do not actually focus too much on what I have achieved or acquired. No, because they come to make your life better. It is something that you can never always be thankful enough. But at the end of the day, the things that we acquire in life is not what really makes us happy. No, it doesn't.
Want to give me a look at inside of what truly makes
Well,
us happy?
what truly makes us happy is peace of mind. Yes, peace of mind and contentment. Because I can live in a hut and I am so at peace, and you live in an 8 or 10 bedroom house. And in the evening, you go home and you're afraid to go open the door. You have a helper, you have landscaper, you have chef, you have pool guy. But when you reach home, you don't want to push the door. You understand me? And I live in a hut and I'm so happy. I live even longer than you do. So peace of mind and contentment.
Yeah, strike a card there for me because that is something that I've been looking at for the past maybe year or 2 years. It's something that I'm working at.
You never measure yourself with somebody else because your peace is not necessarily what would bring the other person peace.
That's crazy.
So yes, being authentic, very important.
That's crazy.
And you know, we have a problem, not in Jamaica, but in the world. We see our neighbor have a Benz and we have a Hilux, we'll go buy a BMW. It's always a competition. I don't live like that. No, I don't live like that. Whatever brings me peace, that is what I feed into. Peace and contentment.
Okay. So I like that. In terms of success though, you have been successful in a lot of your endeavors. How do you define success?
Well, success is what you would call relative. I don't think...
So I'm saying, how do you... I have a weird definition for success. How do you define it?
Success to me is achieving all that you want to achieve in order to fulfill your dreams. And everybody's dreams are different. So that's why I say success is relative. Somebody might think they are successful because they buy a Mark X. Somebody will never feel they're successful until they own 3 beach homes and have a jet and a yacht. Or vendors that sell on the roadside. Probably success for them is just selling $10,000 a day and they feel they're successful. Who am I to say they're not successful? That's what they set out to achieve and they have achieved it. So I guess success will mean that you have set out to achieve something and you have achieved it.
Okay. And as time go on for you, do you find that your definition for it has evolved?
No. For me, it is realizing my dreams that I set forth. My dreams may be much more than yours or my neighbors. But when I have actually achieved my dreams and they become reality, then I believe I'm successful. But success is something that cannot be measured because each person have different dreams and those dreams will determine what they call success.
All right. So I just want to kind of bring over what you just said now to the real estate thing. Have you ever seen where persons weigh or make their real estate investment based on what they see other people do? Like they say, man, I want me and Andre work at the same place. I would do the same job. And him own a 7-bedroom. I want a 7-bedroom. How do you navigate a mindset like that? How do you help them to readjust or to come to the right mindset in terms of making that, pursuing their real estate dreams? Just give me an example. How you do that?
Well, that is on a whole different level because that is more covetousness. Because I would not want to own something just because. Do I have 5 kids? Why do we need 7 bedrooms? You understand me? So people are so different. People are strange, but they're still people. That's why I explained to you earlier, you know, I have a Hilux and my neighbor have a Benz and I sell my Hilux to buy a X6 so I can outdo him. Real estate is something that it makes you powerful. So what I would say is that I would never have any issues in assisting anyone to acquire real estate. No, their motives for acquiring it has nothing to do with me. So I wouldn't even advise that person. If they want a 7-bedroom, I source a 7-bedroom for them. That's it.
Okay. But suppose the things that add up.
That's their problem. Once they have their deposit, they are approved for whatever real estate, I will assist them. Because sometimes it comes back to the first question about navigating different personalities. Sometimes, and in all business where you have to deal with other people, you have to be careful of what you say and how you say it, and there are always boundaries. So as I said to you earlier, that my challenge in real estate is being able to deal with people based on their personalities.
Okay. Best real estate investment you have made?
My home that I am living at now, uptown, I won't say. That house it has raised a lot of children, my grandchildren. It has weathered a lot of storms and it has appreciated about 500%. Yeah. So that's the best real estate. And let me just put this in. When you're buying your first home, always buy a home that if you cannot buy another real estate property,
One they can have.
you can live in that for the rest of your life. I would always advise people about doing that. When you're making your first investment with real estate, make sure you buy a property that you see yourself living into for the rest of your life.
Right. Viewers?
Right. So in the event that you cannot buy another property, you will be able to fully enjoy that one. You will have no regrets.
No regrets.
No
Just
regrets.
like, be
Right.
even willing to pass it on.
You're comfortable.
Right.
So always buy real estate that you see yourself. The first one, all your real estate properties should have the same principle, but the very first one you're going to buy, make sure that that's a property you see yourself living into, raising your children and your family in.
Okay.
It's able to do that.
The security guard. Give me the story quick.
Oh, he told me that his grandmother had left land, and so I said to him, what about the title? He didn't have a title. Nobody had a title in the family. So I kept going back to saying to him, it's not your land. And he's like, yes, it's been handed down in family. I said, yeah, but you having a title for something you own is more powerful. And he eventually came back to me one day and said, Miss Spencer, I've been thinking about what you've been saying, and I think I'm going to buy the property. And he bought it as well. He bought it. And then he had his girlfriend buy one. So in the one community, they have 2 homes. They rent one, and the other, they live in the other one.
And repeat again, what did the security guard? Like he own a company, own a security company.
No. Security man
no,
work at the gates.
He was one of like the top managers at the security company.
No. Somebody who's a gate man. He's just at the gate. So I pass him going in, pass him coming out. And I just encourage him. Never stop encouraging him.
And then buy not one.
He bought one, and then his girlfriend bought another one, very close to the one he bought. They rent one now, and then they live in the other one.
His girlfriend
is a security officer as well. Yes. Both of them were. And now he has financial freedom somewhat. So he's not a security guard anymore. No, he works in the hotel industry now. Not as a security guard. So I think he went back to school and upgraded himself. Because when you own a home and that is out of the way, it's like it gives you more financial freedom to do a lot of other stuff.
Mental clarity. Because you already achieved one of the biggest things.
One of the biggest things.
So now it's like you have that clarity now for you.
And what I forgot to share with you, when I owned my home that I know totally is the best investment, I was going to school, I was doing a degree. And when I went to my lecturers and I said to them, do you own your homes? And they said, oh, no, Nicola, we won't be owning our home until the next 10, 20 years because it's not easy to own a home. And I said, but how many jobs do you have? And they told me too, they went to 8 to 5 and they came to teach us from 6 to 10. And I said to them that I'm going to drop out because I'm going to take a job from 6 to 10 because I want to buy a home. And my marketing teacher, Mr. Stone, God bless him soul, he said to me, Nicola, make sure you buy the house if you drop out of this program. Him say you can always come back to finish your degree. But if you have the opportunity to buy a house, by all means, go ahead and do it. You can come back and finish your degree at a later time. So I actually did buy the house.
That's crazy. All right. So any final word of advice that you want to give to the listeners as to how they can apply some of the things that you did to realize their real estate dreams?
Well, as I said before, you have to have the drive. You have to know what you need. And you have to know what you want. A lot of us, we put a car before the real estate. It's all because of circumstances, right? But real estate is something that you will never lose off. Real estate is one of the biggest and best investments anyone could make, right? I do believe that if you have the will, you will find the way.
So what you did there. And I also remember you mentioned earlier in the conversation about being persistent.
You have to be persistent.
And I also remember they talk about setbacks just being
set up for greater
things.
Greater things to come.
Wow.
Yeah, we limit ourselves a lot, We do limit ourselves.
All right.
And I think we have been cultured to do that. If you realize the great men and women in this world, if you realize how they always broke rules and what was set as standards for them.
The status quo.
Right. They didn't actually observe what the regular females and males did, and they all became either heroes or someone that is very wealthy, or they came with an invention that we all live from today. So you can't be regular. Can't be regular.
No regular.
No, you can't be regular.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Nicola, thank you very much for sharing those gems with us. Before you go though, there's a game, a little fun stuff that we do with our guests. All right, so it's a little thing we call this or that.
Okay.
So I throw some options out to you, and then you will tell me which one it is that you prefer.
Okay, let's go.
That's it. All right. And I try to base these questions off little things that I might know about you.
Okay,
Or
no
might
problem.
not. City living or country living?
Country living, definitely. Definitely country living. Near the beach and near rivers.
All right. Real estate or farming?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Definitely.
Real estate. All right. All right. Fast food or a home cooked meal?
Home cooked meal.
What do you mean? Say that
Home
like
cooked meal, sir. Especially for curry. Home cooked meal.
curry?
Yes.
What kind of curry? What we are curry?
Curry chicken foot. Yeah, man. Me eat chicken foot to curry chicken.
Hey, curry chicken
back.
foot bad, you know? Curry chicken
Yeah,
foot.
yes, man.
That thing there.
Yeah, curry beef. Curry
beef?
Curry mutton. Yes, man.
You see all of the answer them we gave a while ago. It shows you come from humble beginnings and your life gone up now, you know. Cause first you start with
But me
curry
still I
chicken.
eat what-
No. You said curry
Me still
chicken
eat
back and curry chicken foot.
Yes.
That's how when you did down in
No,
the.
me still want it.
And
no.
now you eat curry. What?
No,
Curry lamb.
chicken back still.
No, you said curry
chicken
curry
foot.
lamb.
Listen, man. Curry every day. Curry every day.
Curry every day. All right. German Shepherd or Alsatian?
German Shepherd.
Why?
Definitely. German Shepherds, they are very family oriented and they are more trainable. You can train them easy. And they are very good guard dogs. I have one.
They're my favorite dogs.
Yeah, I have one.
So if you want to gift me one,
Nah. Okay.
feel free. And you realize I asked you on the podcast so that
Yeah,
everybody will see that you
yeah,
promised
yeah.
to gift me one. Laugh in
Yeah,
the camera.
no problem.
Laugh in the camera, sure.
No problem. He's setting me up.
Right. Soca or dancehall?
Dancehall. Because I have the gangster in me, you know?
Yeah. And we know where you come from, you know?
Yeah, man. We have
I
the
know where you
gangster
come
in
from.
me. Dancehall.
For vacation, a stay at a nice hotel or flying out? At a nice local hotel, I mean, or flying out. How do you prefer to spend your 1 week vacation?
You know, here though, in Jamaica, Jamaica has so many hidden gems that a lot of Jamaicans don't know. If you want to know Jamaica, check the tourist. Yeah. Check the tourist. Jamaica is such a nice place. Jamaica, I believe, is close to whatever heaven should seem like. We just don't understand what we have here.
Close to whatever?
Heaven. Yeah, we have, when you meet the right people in Jamaica, you meet really good people.
I hope the tourist board is
Right?
hearing this.
You have rivers,
Right?
you have caves, you have beautiful beaches, and you have nice food. In Jamaica, we can't dead for hungry, you know, because your neighbor or somebody on your road have a breadfruit tree
Or a mango tree.
or a mango tree or a guinea tree. You understand me? So Jamaica is a real gem, and I think when my children were younger, I traveled around Jamaica with them, and I'm getting ready to do it again, starting with Portland. But this time, it won't be with the kids because everybody is grown, married, and gone. So it will be just me and God. Solo.
God is the name of the...
The creator. That's
the creator.
yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Some call him Jehovah. Some call him Adonai. Some call him Elohim. Some call him Yahuwah. Some call him Jesus. But there's one creator.
So it's just you and...
Just me and my creator. We'll be going around.
Not the person right there.
No. No. Just me and the Most High.
Listen, we're going to find out if it's true, you know.
They're not
Because
gonna find out.
social media is going to reveal it to us.
No
and
problem.
you are going to reveal it to us.
No problem.
Unknowingly.
No problem.
New York or London?
London.
What?
Yeah.
How come?
Because London weather is kind of a cold weather. Cuddle.
But some people say it's depressing weather.
You know what? It all has to do with mindset
Perspective.
and the right person. If you are with the right person, you can be you can be in a jungle and it seems like you're in paradise.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
So that
Once
means
you're
there
with
is
the
a
right
person.
person. There is a person. There's always a person.
And not God.
You don't bring God to person level. He's the Almighty.
I know.
But
So I'm
but
saying,
in terms of my earthly spouse, there's one love of my life, and it's not going to change. People who know me know.
so enjoying London is not you and God, it's you and
No, we went there. Yeah, we were there together.
yeah and that. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
But yes,
Last but
London.
not least, I have to carefully answer that one.
It doesn't matter.
Carefully answer that one. That one here can really.
Put me in a bad place or a good place?
No. You're going to be in a good place either
Okay,
way.
let's see.
But I'm just saying, you walk on the road, people might be like, yo, Beanie Man or Bounty Killer?
None.
What?
None.
Dancehall?
None.
Come from where you come from?
None.
Why? How come? So who then?
If you ask me
Tell me who
about
then.
dancehall, I would just say
King
Pepper
Yellow?
Seed. No, Pepper Seed Rhythm.
So them one never the Pepper Seed with them. Which Bounty did they on
Yeah, you know which song I did really like? Girl in a body rider, murder.
Oh, so you're a butcher. So
Ah,
okay. Alright. Gargamel.
Right. Yeah, Gargamel.
Them song that was Gargamel, you know.
Yeah, man. Pepper Seed Rhythm was it. Yeah, man. Pepper Seed Rhythm was it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Cause
love that.
we know say them type of thing there. You know what I mean?
You know what? I think you should be in this life. You should enjoy every chapter of your life.
That is true.
Whether or not you say you're a Christian or whatever it is you do, I believe that you should, every chapter in your life, you should actually live it to the fullest and enjoy it.
All right. So, again, thank you for being with us. To the viewers, based on our conversation today, we can say nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
Never.
And with God, nothing is impossible.
With God,
don't
nothing is
forget
impossible.
God.
Yeah, don't forget
because
God.
even at a tender age, even though I don't know what I was doing, I used to talk to him.
All right.
I not necessarily pray, but speak to him. So all things are possible with Christ. I won't forget that. It has nothing to do with me alone because he made it possible that I could achieve whatever it is that I have achieved and to be here today. You know, we had planned it, but, things could have gone another way. So to God be the glory, great things he has done and continues to do.
Right. Never stop dreaming and dream big. Never beat yourself up. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. So achieving your goals is not a quick thing or an overnight thing. Keep at it. Keep pushing. Run, walk, pray. Do whatever it takes to reach that goal. Always believe in yourself. Always have your own back. Let hope and faith prevail, and best believe you will achieve.
Hallelujah.
Thank you for joining us today, Nicola. Thank you for blessing us with these gems. Thank you everyone for joining another episode of the C21 Jamaica podcast. This has been a really special one for us. And I just want to say big up to the producer, as per usual. Big up to the persons who continue to support us. Right? Continue to like, share, and subscribe the content. And we leave you now. And we just want to say love, peace.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.